Well, you're still working.
Yeah.
I guess you have a new Will Packer film coming out.
Yes.
What Men Want.
Yes. So excited about that movie. Taraji P. Henson she's already amazing, amazing, talented woman. I think that people are going to be very surprised at her comedic timing skills that she is going to.
She has a comedy role.
She is so great.
She's always flirted with that, in a lot of her roles.
You know that she could.
Cookie's kind of funny,
but no, this is a whole nother level of Taraji funny. Yeah, you're gonna love it. I really am very excited about this movie. Great cast, great script. And working with James Lopez and Will Packard has been amazing.
Yeah, Will Packard's dope.
He is so dope.
Yeah, Will Packard's dope.
I mean, he has an eye for the content, for the talent. I'm so proud of him because, they both were at Sony Screen Gems when I was over there working. And to see them become this, and it's only going to be bigger and broader, it's just a blessing.
I mean, do you see the industry changing? Because, VladTV is my platform. It's run primarily off of YouTube. There's no funding behind what I do. I own everything outright. And, we get 50 million views a month.
I love it.
On our platform. I've always had conversations with TV companies. And I've never really pushed very hard for it because it's like, well, I got my own shit, so, I'm not really tripping off whatever deal that's going on over here. As someone who's really worked on TV professionally, because, you were just on Speechless, recently as well, another ABC production, big budget, big network type stuff. Do you see the industry changing a lot, or do you think it's still kind of the same where the studios really control?
It's the same.
It's the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you are a YouTube show or something that's streaming, cable networks, you're going to have to deal with the protocol of networks. That's just what it is. And it's fine, but you just have to know that that's what happens, and that's what's always happened. So play by the rules over here, and then over there you want something a little looser, more creative, freedom, then you go over here. But network is always going to run like a network. That's just the way it is.
Right. Well, because it costs a lot of money to really make these TV quality shows.
The pilot episode, that's the pilot of Castle, just for one, was $5 million. So just imagine weekly and everyone that's on that payroll and everything that goes into it, from the costume to the set design to camera operators, and then us. It's a lot. So for them to hey, that's 5, that's 10, that's $15 million per episode, you are going to do what we tell you to do.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember at one point I had this idea. I said, well, what if I if I license all these pilots that didn't really take off and run them on my YouTube channel? Because, we have almost 3 million subscribers, and see what happens to it. And I was talking to a TV guy about this. He goes, it's never going to happen, because when you run that, the unions connected to everyone who did that has minimum amounts of money that they are required to get paid. Like, all these people that worked on this show, even though it's sitting in a bin right now, are gonna want hundreds of thousands of dollars, whatever, for you to even show it at all.
Yeah.
So it's just not gonna work financially for you. And he was absolutely right. So you kind of have this interesting kind of situation where there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't come out and just gets canned instead of coming out on some alternate platform.
Yeah, it happens.
You worked on, I'm sure, on some pilots that didn't go anywhere.
I hate that I've had that. But I think I did probably 3
pilots.
3 pilots. And one of them I just knew was 2 of them. I knew that there was one with Dean Cain, and Steve Harris, who I love both of them, and it was about police officers. And it was called Protect and Serve, and I played Steve Harris's wife, and it was really good. It wasn't sappy. It was what the CSI stuff and, you know, all these things were about back then. And I think it's because we were near, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but I truly believe in all this. We were near an Indian burial ground. It was sacred land. And before you start doing anything there, they tell you that you're supposed to do like a ceremony. And we didn't do that. And on the last day of shooting, it rained, and it was not any rain in the forecast, and it probably only rained in that area. And I knew at that moment, we ain't getting picked up. I just knew it. I'm like, this shit is odd and crazy, and we fucked up. Because the guy told us he didn't do the ceremony. I was like, you should have did that. You should have done the ceremony.
It's all about the ceremony.
Yes. So.
Tamala Jones, thank you so much for coming. Congrats. You know, I'm looking at this filmography that just keeps going and going and going, and this television, you know, catalog that just keeps going and going and going. Like, you know, congratulations on being a Black female working actress, which is like a unicorn. You know, when you talk about, you know, since 1995, like you rarely hear of anyone doing that.
I'm totally and utterly grateful for the life that I've been able to live. You know, it hasn't been squeaky clean, but I don't think it would have been exciting if it were.
Yep.
And the work being consistent, I'm so grateful to all of the casting people and anyone that ever took a chance with me and believed that I could.
Yeah.
You know, so as long as I'm pure with my gratitude, I think I'll be okay.
No doubt.
Yes.
Until next time.
Until
Peace.
next time.